Hey guys, here for another road trip. This time I'm here with Scott, who's chauffeuring me to Albany right now, where we're gonna rejoin with some of the crew. We have Oleg, of course, Mr. Fantastic, as he goes on YouTube, and then we have the Lake Bros, Chris and Johnny and Chris. I don't know who should get priority. I'll say Johnny and Chris. Sorry, Chris. Johnny's gonna get priority because he's your elder. And then we're going to all together tomorrow go down to day 2 of Too Many Games, which is a really fun convention we've been to time and again. And then meeting up with some more friends down there, including Adam and April, who were in the last road trip video, and then plenty of other fun people and things to do. So we're gonna have a good time, looking forward to it, and we all have we already, without even having gone there, have games waiting for us, so that's definitely a good thing, is that even if the rest of the convention sucks, we already have stuff to come back with. So we'll be documenting the trip the whole way, so there'll be some fun things. I'm sure there'll be some humor and jokes made at Oleg's expense, so you'll definitely want to see those, so stick around. So Scott and I started off by stopping at a store called Replay Games. That's about halfway between Syracuse and Albany, give or take. And luckily, thanks to Scott's eagle eyes, he managed to spot a really severely discounted PS1 game that I didn't see yet, and it's one of the top dogs for the PS1, and I managed to get it severely undervalued. And while we were there, we were inspired to use the opportunity to prank Oleg once again by telling him that we found Sonic Adventure Limited Edition for the Dreamcast, which he needs a manual for, so we told him we found that priced at $24.99. And I had to keep up the illusion somehow after we fooled him. So I didn't have a computer with me, but I downloaded an app that acted as Photoshop and made a couple pictures to complete the prank, and I think he didn't really fall for it. But I think I did a pretty good job, considering they were done on my phone on my way to Oleg's house. So we set him up, and then once we finally arrived at his house, he realized the truth that we did not have the game he's looking for. Say hi, Oleg. Well, we told you to empty out the car ahead of time, and you didn't, so we threw all your stuff from your car on the curb.
We can't fit all that shit, Oleg.
I don't know what to tell you, it's going right back.
All that stuff.
Oleg, say hi to the Sprite Lovers community.
What's up?
What's up?
Put it in the house. Go in the house.
Might as well help me put it back.
No, this is glorious. Oleg, you dropped something. So we had to kill some time before we met up with Chris and Johnny Lake, so we went to Pastime Legends, which is a store I've been to before. You've probably seen it in past episodes. We went to the one in Troy, New York. They're all kind of within the greater Albany area, but Troy and the Scotia location tend to be my two favorite locations. And both Scott and Oleg had some games to trade in at this place, and they had a decent selection of stuff there that they were able to get with their trades. And I did manage to find a couple of cool PS1 editions, a game that I've been looking at a couple times when I've been there, and then a peripheral, actually, which is kind of funny that I found, because if you've been watching the PlayStation Pursuit, you'll know why it's a little funny that I found what I did at this store. But really like the chain. Every time we go there, really happy with what we found. So what's up, Lake Bros? Why don't you show where we're going for dinner?
I didn't even know this place was here, actually.
Oh, well, Oleg, why don't you give a quick introduction of what this is? I've never seen it before. Oh, nice. Like Pirates booty?
Yeah.
So, it'll probably, let's see, Tilted Kilt Pub. I'm guessing an Irish pub.
Sure.
Okay. Well, sounds good. We're going to have some dinner, and then the weekend will begin. Hey everyone, we're now on day 2 of our weekend shenanigans. We went to J Street Games after we went to, what was the one, Pastime, which I got some footage in Pastime, but we also stopped at J Street Games at the mall and a GameStop after that, got a few things. And then now it's the trip down to Philly or Oaks, I guess, for the Too Many Games Festival. Got the Lake Brothers and I back here stuffed in the back, and then Scott and Oleg up there. So now we're heading to the con. We actually want to kind of get in there early so we can check out the cool stuff there and then see what else we can do while we're here in Philly. So I'll be sure to cover that stuff as well, so stick around.
What was that?
Well, what can I say about Too Many Games convention that I haven't said in past years? It's a great convention, so many games available to buy here. I mean, the name couldn't be more apt, and lots of other great stuff too. The panels are fantastic here, the concerts, the free play area is great, and you really have a good chance to find a lot of the games you're looking for, lots of cool stuff like shirts and other clothing, art, based on gaming and other geek things, board games. I mean, you really can't go wrong with this convention. There's just so much fun. And then there's tons of YouTube celebrities there to meet, and it's just a really fun show floor to walk around. Now, we met up with Adam and April at the convention and spent most of Saturday with them, walking the show floor and then hanging out later in the day. After the con was over, we had some drinks and just hung out since it was another chance for us to get together, which was really cool. But I got a ton of PS1 games here, and actually met up with some other friends as well. My friend Jason Polo, who gave me a bunch of PlayStation 1 games out of the kindness of his heart. And then, of course, I met one of my friends named Mark from the Gaming Nation Network group, so that was really cool. I was really, really excited when I got to meet Nathan Barnett, who plays the character Keith Apicary, and really, really cool to get to see him perform his hilarious music that he does based on gaming. This is one of many characters he does. He's a fantastic physical comedian, and I got to meet him and talk to him and even try to drop some hints about booking him for Retro Game Con, so I'm hoping I can make that a reality. Even though we were there just Saturday, I really felt like I was able to check out everything I wanted to do. I managed to snag a PlayStation 1 game under the value that is one of the hardest games to find on the system. And I looked around through a lot of the booths for other cool stuff. There's an import table there that's there every year, and they have really cool stuff there. And there was a second import table last year that didn't make it this year, and I was really upset because I wanted to see what PS1 imports they had. But, you can't win them all, and I still really can't complain with the selection of vendors they had this year because the show floor was packed, and I found so much cool stuff, making many, many passes around the show floor. There was also some really weird stuff there, stuff that made me laugh. That wasn't totally gaming related, but a lot of geek nerd artifacts, old toys, figures, shirts, and items that you'd see in TV shows brought to life, which I thought was really cool. So it was a different vendor, or if they were there in the past, I don't recall seeing them there. So that was kind of cool and made for a neat little excursion away from just the games because, like I said earlier, there's too many of them. All in all, it was just a really good show, and it was great to get together with our good friends Adam and April, and then all the other cool people I mentioned before, especially our good friend Joe Ross from Cerulean Games, a really good vendor, and we actually had dinner with him after the convention, which was really cool. And of course, we saw Frank from Forgotten Freshness, so we can't forget him. So day 2 is here. We went to Too Many Games yesterday for our one-day appearance. All had a good time, right? I'd say, everybody?
Yes. Oh, yeah.
I think we all got a bunch of stuff we were all looking for. Oleg's like, I got everything I wanted, so I think he's happy as a lark. And then I got a lot of good things for PlayStation Pursuit, which you'll see in a future episode, months from now probably. We were going to do some romping around NYC today, but we're all so tired and broke that we decided to stick to the local Philly area and see what kind of stuff we can see. So we'll bring you guys along for the ride because I know you want to take a break from video games once in a while too. So we will see you soon. So on day 3, we really wanted to check out some of the sites in Philly since we weren't able to make it to New York City, which was part of our original plans for the 3rd day. So we took a drive into the city, made fun of Oleg almost every opportunity that we could. There was a crashed airplane we saw that was purposely set up in the middle of the street, probably an art display or something like that, which was kind of interesting. And I've been to Philly many times before, but I always get to see a new part of it every time I'm there, and so there was a lot of new things I got to check out this time. Our prime area that we wanted to visit, though, was the infamous steps from the Rocky movies, and there was a cool statue of Rocky Balboa there, and then his feet were, engraved in the ground, his footsteps, and it was such a nice day out. I mean, there wasn't a single cloud in the sky, which was very beneficial to all of us, especially Oleg, and it was really cool because the steps were, classic. Seeing them up close and actually going up them was really cool, and we couldn't have asked for a better way to end our fun weekend.
You jinxed us, Oleg.
Yeah, of course.
Like minutes down the road. Oh, it sucks to be on that side.
This was
I didn't say
down
that.
the road.
I think that was Scott
like an
who
hour and a half ago.
That was him who said that.
I swear that was you.
That was like an hour and a half ago.
Okay, guys.
All right, Bob.
Did you have a good time?
Yeah, it was really good.
Did it?
Yes.
Okay, I got this picture of it. I saw your picture by the Rocky Balboa.
Yeah, it was pretty cool.
Yeah. Okay, guys.
All right. Okay, Bob.
Bye.
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 All right, well, we are on the way back from our fun weekend gallivanting around and game hunting. What did you guys think of Too Many Games 2016?
Gallivanting is fucking awesome, I'll say that.
It's tiring but productive. Got a lot of good stuff.
Yeah, I think we all made out pretty well with the different games that we were looking for various systems. We got good deals, so.
Mr. Ross was awesome.
Yes, good to see our buddy Joe Ross.
Toe Floss.
Games, and Frank from Forgotten Freshness.
Ross, I forgot to mention him in my
Pat
video.
Milligan and,
Remembered sourness, yep.
So yeah, we had a good time overall. Some good food and laughs as well. Lots of laughs at Oleg's expense, but that's okay. Makes for
What else is new?
entertainment. But and yeah, I think that it was also fun going to spend some time with our good buddy Chris Minogue, who was selling some of his games.
Chris Minogue can review.
Yes, exactly. So yeah, we all got a lot of cool things, and of course, hanging with our friends Adam and April, that's always a pleasure. So I don't think I got any footage of them in my video, but we did hang out with them again since our Pittsburgh trip, which was only a month ago, so that was pretty cool. So
We got to get hyped twice in 1 month.
we got hyped so much, and I think I'm going to make a post on neogaf.com about our weekend, so
Get hyped!
more hyped. But yeah, it was a lot of fun, and I will show my pickups for the PlayStation in a PlayStation Pursuit future episode, but I also got some non-PlayStation pickups this weekend, and those will be shown in a just overall pickup video at some point, so you'll see those on the Sprite Lovers channel. So guys, it was a lot of fun, and say farewell to the Sprite Lovers huge community because they are avid watchers, and they're gonna miss everybody after this video.
Half are in this car.
Exactly. All right, until the next episode, guys, we'll see you later.
Peace from the Middle East.
Hey everyone, I know in the video you just saw I said I was going to show my PlayStation pickups in a PlayStation Pursuit episode, and the non-PlayStation pickup I was going to show in a separate pickups episode, but I decided to show it at the end of this episode because even though I didn't technically get it at the con, I got it this weekend, and the game that I got actually is one of my grails. It's probably my second most wanted game of all time, now that I already got Panzer Dragoon Saga out of the way, and it happens to be another Saturn game. Saturn games are just skyrocketing just as much as box Super Nintendo games and all these other high-end games. Just really hard to get, and I was able to get this for a really deep discount from Chris Minogue, Retro Rat on YouTube. He was there selling some of his games, and he also invited all of us over to his house to see if there's any other games that we were interested in of what he was selling, because he's really selling pretty much everything. And I was not talked into getting this. I just decided after looking at it and realizing that this probably be the cheapest I'll be able to get before it continues to go up, I decided to get it. And I'm lucky here the light will actually reflect off this and make it even more of a surprise until it clears up. So that game is Saturn Bomberman. So, little backstory, I'm a huge Bomberman fan, and I have a decent Bomberman collection. I don't have Bomberman Second Attack on N64, and that'll probably be the last Bomberman I get, besides maybe some import or TurboGrafx ones. But this is the one I wanted the most. One of my favorite Bomberman games of all time is Mega Bomberman on the Genesis, which I think is Bomberman 93 on TurboGrafx, ported to that. But really fun series. I love the single-player campaigns as well as the crazy multiplayer modes, and this is the one I wanted the most. So after Panzer Dragoon Saga, this was the next Saturn game I wanted. I don't know if it's my second most wanted game of all time, because I think maybe Crusader of Senti for the Genesis might be that, but for Saturn titles, this is big number 2. So I wanted to talk about it because it was such a high up on the list title, and I am so glad to have it. Thank you so much, Chris, for offering great deals on everything. There were some PlayStation 1 games you sold me to for a really good price, and then being nice enough to give me a discount on this game is fantastic as well. So, Too Many Games Weekend was a lot of fun. So thanks for watching, guys. Hope you liked the episode, and as always, subscribe, like on Facebook, all that jazz, and we will see you in the next episode. Take care.